here, and now we're at the bottom.
In a recent video, the biggest streamer in the universe made a, let's say, questionable comparison involving a cutscene from a popular game. While some of his points could be fair, the way he frames the argument is just flat out disingenuous. Let's start with the actual comparison. Asmongold lines up an in-game cutscene using real-time models in a throwaway quest against a fully rendered cinematic. That's like comparing a YouTube vlog to a Marvel movie trailer and saying, "See, bad content." Now, if you are simply saying that the cutscene looks rough and the narrative makes no sense, sure, I agree, that specific scene was bad. But he doesn't stop there. He goes into weird tangents. He romanticizes Battle for Azeroth as the good old days, and he claims the writing only recently got bad. Seriously? The video starts going off the rails fast. He makes fun of a character for wearing glasses.
They just wore a blindfold and they could sense the demonic energy around them.
As if people only wear glasses to look cool. Then he implies a character is gay, based on literally no evidence, just rolling with what chat says. There's barely any actual analysis of the scene itself. It's like if I watch the Cataclysm end cinematic and said, why is Thrall floating like that? Why is he doing a Kamehameha on Deathwing? And by the way, his belt sucks. And he's straight, so obviously the cinematic is trash. If I say that unironically, you'll call me insane, but that's the level of critique we are dealing with here. Using a Battle for Azeroth cinematic to argue the glory days are over is wild, considering Battle for Azeroth is widely considered one of the worst expansions in the game's history. Let's recap a little bit. Endless Azerite farming, Sylvanas doing nonsensical edgelord things, more Azerite farming, Dead End Island expeditions, even more Azerite farming. But okay, let's play along. He compares the new quest cutscene to a BFA cinematic, fine. Then let's compare the BFA final raid cinematic, the big payoff for killing an ancient old god. What do we get? And it's not even fully rendered. Big storytelling. One could even do the reverse and compare this end of the raid cinematic with a fully rendered intro of the War Within expansion. And I'm pushing this, it always was a bit further. Let's be real. The narrative didn't suddenly become bad, it was always bad. We just didn't care as much because the game was fresh and fun. Kel'Thuzad in lore, a mastermind who orchestrated the fall of Lordaeron and Quel'Thalas. Kel'Thuzad in WoW shows up, says 2 lines, stares at a wall, drops loot. In the Burning Crusade, instead of dealing with major threats like Arthas or Deathwing, the Horde and Alliance open a portal to chase Illidan across another planet. Didn't Illidan make peace with Malfurion?
Between us, my brother, I have known only ages of hate for you. But for my part, I wish it to end. From this day forward, let there be peace between us.
He probably fell asleep in the meeting. But didn't Illidan fought Arthas? Wouldn't he made a valuable ally to the people of Lordaeron and Quel'Thalas? Guess Sylvanas, Lordaeron, and I don't know, Lilian were also asleep at the meeting. Additionally, didn't the Dark Portal took hundreds of lives to be opened and it corrupted the very land? Don't think about it, just kill Illidan and loot his gear for transmog. And Wrath of the Lich King, Arthas in Warcraft 3 was a terrifying force, as a paladin and as a dead knight, but in WoW, he spends most of the expansion doing nothing, and the one time he shows up, he nearly loses. Maybe just pump some poison gas into his throne room and call it a day? Additionally, are you telling me that the heavy hitters in Azeroth just decided to stay down in the lobby and wait for some randoms to kill the Lich King? The writing didn't suddenly get bad, it's always been clunky, filled with plot holes, contradictions, and don't think too hard about it moments. The only difference, we are just not looking at it through rose-colored glasses anymore. Asmongold is wrong not because he dislikes the new cutscene, it is really that bad. He's wrong because he goes into weird tangents and his whole argument is built on a fantasy that the story used to be great. It wasn't, the game was just fresh.